Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So, when we last left off, it had finally happened. The tension between the two groups had finally decided to boil over, and now they've got me going after... where is it? There it is. It's off in that direction, sort of over there-ish. Apparently we've got to go and get a targeting module for one of two people, as far as I understand it. So yeah, we got the ship, crash landed, we're gonna get the targeted module, and then presumably we've got to choose who to give it to. Now. Back on the Terra 2 in the Emerald Vale, of course, we had the two dynamic groups vying, and you had to choose a side, but then you could try to make things better after the fact. I am wondering if we are going to have the option to do the same thing again. Because if that is indeed the case, I'm obviously going to try to go for that. So I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting once I get to the choice point. Because I do want to try to get the best outcome out of this. You know, I want to try to make people happy. Because that's kind of like what I do in games. Because I always feel bad if I don't. But anyway, for now, we've got to get the targeting module. That's like first thing to do. So let's go get the targeting module. Alright, bit of a trek. Go through an area I have already been in before actually, but I'm gonna buy some of that. Alright, okay. So, let's go see what happened to this crashed ship. See if we can find out why it crashed, because I don't really know that. It just sort of fell out of the sky. Which is, I mean, it's weird, but there must presumably have been an explanation for it. Anyway, we've already been down here, so I don't know how long it takes for enemies to regen.
Getting my target practice in today.
Okay. I don't know how long it takes for enemies to regen, actually. Doesn't seem as though they have yet. Nope, I stand corrected.
Going silent. I would never turn my back to you.
Uh-oh. I'm on fire.
Love a good fight.
I'm still on fire. Congratulating yourselves while I'm still on fire? What the hell are you doing? Okay. Oh, bombs. How do we know? Take that happily. I don't know if this stuff has respawned in or if I just missed it last time round. Probably the latter if I had to guess. Oh, hello. Yep, that's more or less what I expect. Hello. Woo! Works for me. Alright, what we got? Looks like we're gonna have to go around. Whoa.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, it went fine. Oh. No. I don't want any of those. They're pointless. Ooh. Oh, now I get a fast travel point in the middle of here. Random point to suddenly drop it off, but this looks good.
You go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
And yet you travel with me.
You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
Thank you. Let's see. The captain key is active. Last signs are no longer detected on the bridge. Will be violation of your policy. Oh, good. Main terminal offline. Bridge control offline. Well, integrity, don't ask. It's fair. Okay, view logs. EC saying something about spare regulator bypass, something. I'm turning this thing towards the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. Just hope this old bird can do one last trip. How in this law-forsaken colonies, it's so impossible to requisition parts. My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1, and we can't shoot them down. That makes I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Right, so the blockade was basically pointless and dead, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That sounded way too fucking calm, for the record. Ooh. Nice. Alright, anything else? So yeah, the ship basically crashed because they couldn't get the replacement parts they wanted. Ah. Retrieving gunship targeting module. Okay, ooh, careful now. Well, I got what I came for. And now we get the choice. Give it to Sanja or give it to Graham. Huh. Okay. We've got the two choices. See, I've been thinking about this because I've had a few days to think about it. Of the two, I trust Sanja more. Like, he's a small fish in a very big pond, and he's very much out of his element. But he does ultimately want the best for his people. Mostly because that'll also make things better for himself, but, you know, needs must in that regard. Graham, as we have discovered, is not trustworthy one fucking iota. He has, you know, like, he doesn't care about his people, he just cares about his power, and his past is one 100% dubious. In so much as the fact that he's actually responsible for the deaths of hundreds of people, and he doesn't care, like, at all. So I do not trust Graham one iota. But the question, would Sanjar be willing to broker peace at all? Even with Graham in charge. Here's the thing, it's like just having Graham in the mix is the bad egg here. Graham is the one I don't trust. But the thought occurred, and admittedly I only had this thought last night when I couldn't get to sleep. There was his second in command. What was her name? Nova? Something that began with an N, I think. She seemed to want more of what the Iconoclast needed. Could she be interested with this? Like if I gave it to someone not on the list? And that's my point. I don't know. So that's what I mean when I say I want to try and experiment a bit. Because I don't know who would be the right person to give it to. Because here's the thing, if I like give it to Sanjar and try to say, okay, can we broker peace? He might say, well, I'm willing, but then we go and talk to Graham, and Graham's just a complete arsebag. I don't know. So, I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting here. Let's talk to Sanjar and see what I can get out of him. I'm going to make a hard save. I know this is sort of technically kind of cheating, but not really, in my opinion. It's trying to work out the best solution for everybody. And I've never minded doing a little bit of saving and loading just to make sure everything works out okay. So there he is. Let's make a save. Right. We'll see, because this could just blow up in my face immediately and I'll almost instantly have to reload.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch.
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but
They're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Would you agree to truce with the Iconoclasts?
they're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I read your review, Sanjar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a Mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with details, but you can see somebody who sees the big picture. People who wrote your review are the same type of people you'll deal with on the board. We head out your ass, Sanjar. Don't screw this opportunity for over your wounded pride. You someone who see the...
You too?
She has a point, sir, and it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
Nothing go bad between you.
How do these things ever start? Once upon a time, Graham and I saw the same problems with MSI. A rigid corporate structure with no regard for its people. But where I wanted to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He won't hear reason now, and I wouldn't trust him again.
What about Graham's second in command?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Okay.
Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
I'll let you know. Alright, now you see, that's interesting. That's exactly what I wanted. Because, like, he doesn't trust Graham either. And honestly, I'm like 100% on his side on that. Yeah, so... Right, okay, let's get the review. Then I'm going to go and see... it was Zora, wasn't it? Yeah, then I'm going to go see Zora. Because she doesn't trust Graham either. From what I could understand. Damn it. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Bloody fire. Where's the fucking way into this building? There you are. Jesus Christ. Oh, hello. Okay, I guess the enemies have regened.
Don't mess with us.
Did I not come in here before? Or is everything just regenerated at some point? Now look, all the things are open, so things must have just regenerated. Good for them, I guess. Or maybe it wasn't open. It might not have been open before. Thinking about it. Bing. Nice. View data. Zora is a top-notch sawbones with a good head for working under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make a quick decision. Her competence and decisiveness have allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost to carelessness around the machinery. Recommend for Employee of the Month. So she's got a good review. Caesar's enthusiasm for Rizzo's product is unmatched, and he displays an impressive knowledge of company products. He's exactly the kind of worker we need at our software and should not be on store management. Yeah, makes sense. I take that. Excellent. That's good. Excuse me, guys. Gals. Whatever. I guess I didn't either A, I didn't come up here, or B, this place was sealed, which is actually possible because the game often doesn't let you into areas until the game is ready to. Alright, what we got on here? Messages. Cecil M. I received multiple complaints about your interaction with customers. According to those reports, following phrase being used when describing Rizzo's products being sold at. If that ain't savings, just call me a Raptidon expletive deleted. That latest batch is gonna knock you out like a nose full of sulfur. North end of the southbound woolly cow. These and others are not appropriate metaphors. Please refer to your employee handbook for the metaphors allowed while working. A little too much improv there, I guess. See notes following violations. Consumption of non-approved lunch material. Failure to volunteer for voluntary overtime. Of course. Sale of restricted goods. I contest these violations on the following grounds. I'm allergic to purpleberry. Making one of our pre-approved purpleberry lunch meals will literally kill me. To be candid, it's a miracle I've lived here as long without incidents. I can't volunteer for overtime because I've already been assigned overtime shifts. Okay, I'll fess up to selling restricted goods. You got me there. Selling soap to a man who stinks so bad I can't smell the sulfur around him is against the rules. Fine, I won't do it anymore. Arrangement for the multiple employees have filed Form R441, perceived danger to human resources through my office. It appears that Raptidon sightings are growing more and more frequent. As Rizzo Inc. has not responded to our request for safety equipment, a level of concern and, dare I say it, restlessness grows among the workers. Any indications to the truth of these sightings or one of the rumors that Rizzo's Inc. is no longer supporting our efforts here will go a long way towards improving company morale. Said Blackwood. Ozora. Violet, please, we're begging you for the love of all that's good and just, please let Cecil sell soap to Simon again. He's got some kind of condition. I don't rightly know what it is, but I've smelled corpses with a finer odor than his. Makes sense, I guess. Okay, well, we can check up there in a minute. Oh. So yeah, either A, I managed to miss this before, or B, is more likely that it just was locked prior to me showing up here. I don't know, but there must be a reason for this. Whoops. Great. That door is permanently blocked, but it doesn't matter because you can go around it. Right, okay, let's go have a word with the Iconoclasts. Because he's willing to work as soon as I hand over Zora's thingamajiggy. Let's see what happens if I... Graham, Zora, there you are. Can we just tell Graham to fuck off? Oh, it seems like you're waiting at the bottom of the place.
Captain, we should chat. Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
Funnily enough, I was thinking exactly the same thing. It's nice that me and this game are chiming on the same beat here. I'm with you there. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
After you. You don't mind if I just sort of stand behind you, do you?
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Sorry, Graham, but Zora's taking over.
What? Zora?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the Eternal Path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
She's got best interest. You're about to take over a planet. You can't handle that responsibility. Which is true. She's got the best interest of the Iconoclast at heart. Yeah, she does.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
That's on your hands, Graham. No amount of meditation will clean them. You ran, you needed to declare conscious, so you ran.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
Not much of a choice here, Zora.
Yeah, I had hoped. Please, don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Here they come.
Mess with us.
That's how we fucking do it.
Ooh. Suppose that's not a surprise, really, but, hey, Zora, how you holding up?
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Ooh. Sanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message. Neither you can afford this fight. Monarch is going to devour the victor. That's also true. Both of these are actually good things. You know, inspiration 55, perception. Let's go for the intelligence one.
Yeah, well, we'll die Fuck. I sound like Graham. Throwing lives at a problem. I've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Alright. Now it's a long shot, but I will try. Okay, excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. I told you there was a way to do this. I knew it. You need some pretty decent speech skills to get past that, but, okay, map. Regional. Here we go. Alright, okay, I've got her thing. Please, for the love of God, tell me this will get you two talking with each other.
Any luck bringing the Iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
Found Zora's review.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
All right. I'll have Celia organize a meeting in neutral territory, the old OSI church in the ruins. Meet us there, and we'll discuss terms.
Yes. Alright. I did note, actually, it actually said we go to reputation. We did get a little bit of board reputation, which is quite nice, but it was the Iconoclast. I got just a touch of negative reputation from them. 4% for killing him, which makes sense, really. I've only got tiny little bits of negative here. Like, this is the big one, and that 18% just became for that last choice I made. But it still went really well. Okay, let's hope that this goes well. Oh, church, huh? Okay. I knew there would be a way to do this. I just wasn't sure if there was like a set order you had to talk to people. But actually, it feels pretty generous. Like, if you go to Zora, then you could talk to her and convince her to do this, and the other way around.
One of my first ships.
So, yeah, it seems the game is pretty generous at giving you a way out of a dilemma. I quite like that. Although, this could also go very, very wrong for me, so... Iconoclast. MSI. Excellent. Okay. Oh, hello.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's the spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Get the feeling this is gonna take a while.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls, and my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
What if the Iconoclast just support you? You don't have weeks. Sure, but the budget, I'd appreciate a paycheck. Let's not do that one. We don't really want to say that Zora's ready to storm the city. What if the Iconoclast support your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
Not saying live outside, just help out in the wilderness once in a while.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
Careful, Zora. Graham was Sanjar's friend. Yeah.
His friend? His friend? Are you fucking kidding me, Captain? I've been standing with Graham for the better part of a decade, while this paperclip cowboy sat behind his walls.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found correspondence between him and the pirates.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Give the people not the past.
Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. There was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see.
Well, he certainly attracted my
But
bullets.
surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
I'm hopeful about this alliance.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
50-Bit says they kill each other before the week's out. Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Worked well though. I actually pulled that off. Yay! Okay, so did I actually get any reputation for that? I don't think I did. Well, maybe I did. Oh, I must have done, because that's at up 100 now. I don't think it was 100 before. But hey, look, everybody except the board is revering for me, and they're edging closer. They're getting better. I mean, I've only got like 2% negative and 22% positive, so... Truth be told, I haven't had a lot of board quests that, you know, have directly influenced them. So, I think that's it. I think we've, like, just solved the problem here. Yeah, there's nothing else. All we've got left is these ones. But don't bite the sun. That's Byzantium. Oh yeah, I've got that one I can do on Emerald Vale. We've also got Radio Free Monarch, where I've got to speak with Phineas. And that's also Byzantium. So we could do this one, because that's a nice little side quest that could be good fun. Where's my ship? Let's hope it works. The long-term piece, because that's like 2 long-term pieces I've tried to set up now. This is how I always try to play games. I always try to play the nice guy, because that's literally the kind of person that I am. I'm a nice person. I wonder if anybody's got any more quests dotted around for. Ooh, hey, look at this. As the Zora's in charge, you have a fighting chance of surviving the spraying of Monarch. And Jar donated these after helping with MSI. Lovely. I like this, actually. This is pretty good. Like, my room is getting more full of stuff as I, like, complete quests. To all from the range records, Zora sent you a note. I thought a keepsake might dull the pain, but it hasn't. Graham may have been a psychopath, but he still built the foundations for the movement I'm trying to keep alive. Maybe there was another way. I don't know. I've got to let it go. Abandon all hope for a better past, he used to say. Take it with my thanks. You ever want a beer? Stop by Stellar Bay. I like this. This is cool. Ooh, what's this? Mounted Mantiqueen head. Sweet. The Borscht King of Monarch himself. Cool. Alright. We do actually need to sell a bunch of stuff. Because I do need to clear out my inventory. Hello, how's everybody doing? Right. Gotta go to Terra 2. Apparently we gotta go to Edgewater. I haven't been to Edgewater for a while. I was thinking maybe I need to stop by it.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Oh, it's truly a lovely planet. I'm actually genuinely quite surprised. Like, if you look at the map, how many of these planets have rings? Like, 2 planets around here have rings. And that's, like, really surprising. Like, the fact that Saturn even has rings. Rings tend to be a temporary feature around planets. It's rare that they are ever a permanently fixed thing. Because, you know, in a few million years, Saturn won't have rings anymore. So, you know. I'm kind of curious if anybody's got any quests. Hello. Oh, hi.
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting 4-letter words, I mean.
Just goes to show there's always a peaceful option.
Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
That was a very specific image.
Well, who hasn't been there? Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last.
Look, I set this shit up. It is their job and their responsibility to make sure it lasts, not mine. Nice to know you care.
Let's not make this out to be more than it is. Anything else?
Nope, that's all. Just wanted to see if you had a quest for me. People sometimes usually do.
Dust
Sam.
accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. All cleaning tasks have been completed. Scheduling next round of cleaning to commence in 4 minutes.
Alright. Ahoy.
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
That's cute, Felix. What's her name? You going somewhere with this?
Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
Obviously important. Let's go.
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine.
Alright,
I
another
appreciate
companion
this,
quest.
boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
I'm traveling to Hollow's base. Alright, yeah, thank me later. Stuck.
Hey, Cap.
You getting along with the crew?
Oh, sure. Felix is a riot. The other day he asked if mana queens lay eggs. I told him they lay eggs in people, and there ain't no cure. I could bust into swarms at any moment. The look on his face, it was great. You know, one time, Opal and I, shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
I'm not pushing. Talk when you're ready.
I will.
Okay, I think I've already got her quest going. Where's Max?
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
You met that auto mechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Giving him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
You learn any trade from your father? Sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd.
Oh.
It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you're actually good at this and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. I made a little grunt when I squeezed.
You watched time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Alright. Break time's over, I guess. What the bloody hell that was then? Where the hell's Vicar Max? Probably walked right past him, didn't even see him. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to go to. Right, whose quest are we actually doing right now? Yeah, Nyoka. Okay. Apparently Felix has got some. Ah yes, it's leveled up because I hit level 25. Although I'm literally like a quarter of a level away from another point for them, but. What we got? As for weapon damage, showtime. Alright, what have you got? They're all the same though, that's the one thing I note. Like all of those things are basically the same. There's please do. Alright, definitely need her. Let's get rid of him and put Parvati back on thing, because this is her home. And it'd be interesting to have a look around. Sorry, I was just reading that. Will the depravity never cease? I like talking that as if it's about. Oh, hey, look, we're on the proper landing pad. That's nice. It's nice that we can be on the proper landing pad for a change. Because we're here now. We were over here originally. It's been a long time since I was last here.
Great work.
Hello. I'm probably not supposed to be in there. Fair enough. Okay. Alright. My ammo level's going up.
Nicely done.
Mostly doing it for the experience. Hello. Almost doesn't seem worth it. Right. This game still looks really good. Let's have a wander around, see what, if anything, has changed now that I've, you know, helped them out and then left. I don't know if, like, time has moved in this game or not. I wonder how this place is getting on without Vicar Max. Probably not, actually. There's his empty seat. Bloody sirens going on outside. Yeah. I wonder if he'll end up being better now that he's, like, you know, reached his goal. Because I've sort of done his quest. I don't know if that necessarily... Deserters, huh? So they did end up moving in. That's good. Hi.
I appreciate what you've done, but we shouldn't be seen together.
Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. That was the woman I spoke to about everything. Wondering if there's any, like, deserters in here now.
Zoe told me you talked her into coming back. Now we can get back to watching The Masked Marketeer together. Something I can help you with?
I remember you. How are you getting on?
Boss Reed's not with us anymore. I don't really know what to expect.
Okay. I could always have a word with, who was the name of the person I put in charge of this place? I've already forgotten.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
Although that does remind me, I do need to go through my weapons and stuff and have a look at if there's anything worth keeping. Ooh, the candy cane. Not bad. Yeah, it's a much higher level. That's 28. These are all levels 20, aren't they? Yeah, okay, that's fair. I don't think there's going to be anything here I want to keep long term. Thunder. Oh, what? Oh, that's the wrong button. I wanted to check out armor. Because I'm currently using level 14 and level 18 respectively. 16, 15, so we got 38, we got 34 there. Damage. God, lockpick. 27 on armor, huh? I'm looking at the bonuses more than I'm really looking at the number. Because I can always up the number. Alright. Let's go see if... Is anything worth saying here? I mean, it could be that nothing will change. You know, it's like once you've solved the problem and moved on. Hey.
Time changes all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time.
What do you got plans?
Start anew. Edgewater will become the town it was meant to be. A place where we live in harmony with the world. Where none of us writhe under the whips of corporate masters. A place where all are welcome. Except for Reed's supporters, of course.
I was wondering about your garden.
The garden will bloom anew. I have plans to transform the old cannery into a nursery, with crops enough to feed a town.
So we're using corporate fertilizer?
But of course. And now we have a whole cemetery to ourselves.
You worried about the plague?
Saltuna was making the town sick. From now on, if anybody's hungry, they may feast from the bounty of the soil.
Okay. I guess there's nothing else to do here. It's just a case of... I guess I'm just done. I was kind of wondering if things have changed. There could be a point, like, in the game story where you go from, like, the first act to the second act. And that could be the point where, you know, you have to do stuff. But, I mean, this doesn't look like it's changed at all. Everything here is exactly the same as it was. I guess I was just kind of curious if, you know, things might change, but it doesn't look like they have. So, as I said, I was curious. I remember you being there. Alright, selling stuff. Sell the junk. Gets rid of a bit. Okay. Okay, hang on. You all keep. Mind control ray, I'll definitely keep that. Is that an acid flamethrower? Huh. That's weird. So you got like a fire-based flamethrower and an acid-based flamethrower. I may keep those just as like little examples. I almost never use melee these days. Shears? Alright, I suppose we can get rid of all of this. Ah, frees up a lot of space. Ah, breathe the freedom. Breathe in the money, too. Now, where was that Tinker's workbench? It was in her old studio, wasn't it? Ah, okay, modify. Tinker. Oh, and repair. The thing about tinkering is you have to be a little careful because, you know, eventually you're going to want to start... Because, like, the way tinkering works and the way I sort of see it in my head is if you start with a weapon that's at, say, level 10 and you tinker with it up to level 15, well, that's going to cost you a lot of money. But if you then end up with a weapon that's, say, at level 14, so it's not quite as good as the one you've got. But if you think about it, the money you need to tinker that up the same number of levels will be the same. So you can take a level 14 thing up to level 19. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Thinking about it. But that's fine. Okay, so, yeah, let's get out of here and get this quest done. Best place I've got. Is it going to drop me slap bang in the middle of a bleeding pile of robots? Because... Or did I turn them off? No, it dropped me outside. I think I turned them all off. Oh, I remember. Yeah, this is a place I first came up to one of those robots and it fucking wrecked me because I didn't know where the soft point was. I didn't realize it was the thing on its leg. I don't know if the enemies will have respawned. But I do remember there being a room I couldn't open up.
This is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Don't mess with us.
Is that it? The three of them? That was nice and easy. What was that? Oh no, that was my because I think I remember trying to get in here and I was like, oh, I can't.
Take a gander. The door's busted. Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Oh, hello.
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, Myoka. I'm so sorry.
Oh dear. Display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through. You can still make out bits and pieces of what looks like Rebecca's final entries. Law helped me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled, or I don't even know what. The town won't let us walk in without an employment contract. Can't even find someone to let me send a message. For all the capable folk here, we're stuck. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here, there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson's about ready to sign up, offer his life in service of Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope to the architect this never reaches you, but on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick, of boiled raptidons and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub, of fighting day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a better place here, settle down, but this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauder's at the door. Anderson's bled out and I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive, anyway. I've seen what these monsters do.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses! Ugh. I'd leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth.
You still want to know, just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mantiqueen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do it. I don't think I've seen anything about the wilderness you don't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail.
There's someone out there.
Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Funnily enough, there's 2 jobs on Scylla I can do now.
I smell blood. You hiding? You scared?
I do like sniping people from a distance. It's oddly satisfying. Right. Okay, so looks like we gotta go to Scylla. Twice actually, for 2 different people, which is, you know, fine. So that'll be good fun. So let's get back into the Unreliable, and then it has gone 4 o'clock, so we'll take a quick break. It's good. I'm really happy I was able to work out that peace thing with the iconoclasts and the other group, MSI lot, because that felt good. As I said, trying to do the right thing. Of course, how it lasts is up to them, but always try to do the right thing. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And I'm back. Okay, then. So let's go over to Scylla, because apparently that's where everybody wants to be. Popular place. I need to go to the... well, okay. Well, we can do one and then the other.
Destination reached. Scylla.
It's a rock. Alright. Get rid of you at the group and add you in. So I can swap straight across to the other one once I'm done. Righty-ho then. Scattered around all over the place apparently. They're going to drop me off right where I was. That's going to drop me off right where I was, wasn't it? Oh no, we are on the ground. Just couldn't be asked to do that myself. Right, let's go find some things and kill them.
Like a rapt among the rocks.
Incoming!
Nobody messes with you, boss!
And we're alive.
Speak for yourself. Why has this guy got a name? Why is he Colonel Butterscotch?
I've been waiting for this!
Nice. Probably like a unique variant or something. Ooh. Wanted to retire on Groundbreaker. One more job, I told myself. If I had any trouble with Outlaws until now, I I told them what we're hauling, but they shut off comms and opened fire again. They're shooting to wound. It's only a matter of time before this boat falls out of the sky, so I'm setting her down in hopes that we can broker some agreeable terms of surrender. Even if it means my head, at least my crew gets a fighting chance. Can't shake the feeling that they were ready for me, like they knew exactly the route we'd take. What a way to end a career. Huh. Random. Yeah, I went through.
We're done here.
I guess I got what I came for. Okay. We can walk over to here, which is a little closer at least. Not a lot, but a little. It's funny, most battles don't even bother me. Just go in, kill a bunch of people, or animals, or whatever. It's not really an issue. If that terraformer ever shut down, this place would die very fast. So let's not be here, just in case that happens. Come on now. Well done. I did. Uh-oh.
That's the last of him.
Nice. Oh, I've got to speak to her, have I? Okay, then.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait.
I've killed a few queens before.
What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them for a bit.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. The rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Nice. All right. Because we can't just switch to the other area. We've got to go back to the ship, go to here, click on the same planet we're already at, and pick up the other one, Harlow's base. And we want... Here we go. Let's hope this goes well. Yeah, that'll do it. Ooh. Oh, it's very tiny.
There's a proper encampment.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Felix Millstone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us?
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Interesting. Not exactly what I was expecting.
Got my sights on you.
That's nice. Then again, I didn't know exactly what to expect, so... Bunch of outlaws, huh? Oh god. Never heard of cats meow. Contraband pharmaceuticals, magic gateway stick, freighter werewolf, engine parts, let down salvage cargo, crew jetted in the escape pod, crew joined up, ransom crew. It's usually able to intercept these ships despite how cleverly they manage their heat signatures. Our patron pulled through again with that tracking data. Don't know how they get their hands on it. We're in no position to refuse our charity. We went to wonder about our Patreon. When we opened up our scanners and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby, holding 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up until I get answered. Stay skeptical. Oh, I can see that. Like, you know there's outlaws in the area, so you give them a tidbit about some small ship going through to keep them distracted while you haul a big thing through. That is a very, very good thing. Hollow's boss, fuck the board. Why are you still reading? Wake up. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. Yeah, okay. We get that idea. Nope, don't. Marlowe and Harlow.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
This is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Alright, why are we here?
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix, but neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
I put him through a test.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did he do?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How do you two know each other?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Yeah, hello. Okay. Well, that was curious. Not exactly what I expected. Alright, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. More points into long guns, I think. A couple of points into there. I think I want to keep upping Persuade. Hack and Lockpick. And we'll put a point into... that. I'll do it. Oh yeah, and everybody else is leveled up too. I'll do that once I get back to the ship. Alright, so I've been told that apparently I've just got to go and... What's with this? What's... I don't know, let's find out. Mining outpost. Is that the other map? Is that what it is? Oh, it is. Ah, so you can. But only like after the fact, I guess. That's weird, but okay. Alright, so they want me to go to the Groundbreaker and the other one wants me to go to Monarch. So we'll get the one on Monarch first because get the feeling that'll be the easier one to do. Don't know where it is, so I guess I should pick one.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Goody goody gumdrops. Yep. Ooh, all the way down there, huh? Well, okay then. So we can find this facility of theirs. Here we go. Wow, this is very hidden.
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Wow. I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Mantisaur hive, huh? Feels vaguely reminiscent of the time you gotta go in and, you know, like, not kill the queen or something like that back in Fallout 3. Remember that one?
And we're stalking, and we're stalking.
Why did that just say Clara? One of them.
Hell of a job.
Yeah, nice and quiet. Thanks, guys. All right. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, you got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Damn straight. You should see what I can do with them at night.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
With you there. I hate that smell.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, Somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this? The base?
We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
A teenager? Here in the wilderness?
Believe me, I had my complaints. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
Let's do this. Ooh, that's a lot more than I was expecting. Did you literally just get taken down in one? Nice.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
You're leaving the medallions here? I suppose that's wise. Go ahead. Alright. So 2 boxes locked, is broken, the mechanism can't be opened. Inside you hear the rattling of several metal objects. Mm-hmm. Was that there before? I don't think it was. You know, it's funny. I can see why you guys liked it here. Huh. It's a nice little place. I almost wish you could like build this up as your own little den here on Monarch. That would be nice. But I don't think that's an option. Well then. So I guess that's the end of that one. Because everybody's got the same stuff. Right. So now we go back to the Groundbreaker, don't we? Oh, excuse me. Ugh.
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Well, I'm glad to see you two are getting on very well.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Alright.
Goodbye.
Nothing specific about Sam being here?
Scanning for C2547. Grade rated contaminants.
Well, okay then. Right, off to the Groundbreaker.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. We'll be here, Captain. Or
Yes, you told that joke before. It was kind of funny the first time, but not so much the third time you've heard it. Oh, blow my neck. Oh, tired. I had trouble getting to sleep last night. You probably noticed I say that quite a lot, but because it's actually very true. In the bar.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Hello.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
Looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Oh. If you know where Trask is, you'll want to tell me.
That's Harlow's mark, no mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
Trask puts up a fight. I'm not gonna lay a finger on him.
We're not? Oh, right, yeah. We're non-violent sorts. Real diplomatic.
It's actually true if I get the option.
You made your point. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale.
Really?
Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Okay, a few more questions.
Please,
actually.
Just make it quick.
We split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar.
He must have been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus. Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
Didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
Interesting.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Interesting. Yeah, there's obviously like some next level stuff going on here. I don't know what specifically, but there clearly is. Actually, there's fast travel. Barely saves a few seconds, but yeah. Alright, I guess now we're off to Terra 2. Again.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Joy of joys, right. Where are we looking? Ooh, all the way up at the North Gulch. Oh well. start at the botanical gardens and see where the hell we can go. This place should be abandoned now. I wonder if there's going to be like anybody there. Like, because there's no power here, right? So everybody should be gone? But I'm wondering if there's anybody like hanging around. You know, it's weird. The power may be off, but it doesn't really look all that bad. I mean, it is a botanical garden. Did they really need power? I mean, it's just growing plants. How much energy do you need? You got plenty of sunlight, you know. Oh, all the doors are sealed apparently. That's weird. Is it because of the power being out? All the doors are now sealed? Oh, they are. Oh, that's wild. Hmm. Except for that main one and a couple of the others. Good news, I'm alive, so I feel a little better too. Oh, I must have missed. No, did I? No, I think I read all these last time I was here. I was like, oh, did I miss that one? But no, you don't pick it up. It stays where it was. Yeah, everything's all like locked. I still feel kind of bad about this, but I mean, it all worked out for the best in the end. I actually think Edgewater is much better off now than it was originally, because the guy in charge originally was a bit of a tool. Like, he tried to do the right thing, but he was just bad at his job. Or he focused on the wrong thing, which is often worse. So we just gotta find a way up there now.
Here they come! Don't mess with the best!
Yeah, creatures on this planet are easy to take care of. I guess we're going this way. Have I come down here before? I feel like I came down here before. Yeah, I came down here before. Alright, now. We got outlaws. But not necessarily marauders. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to try to do this without confrontation. Because if I can just talk Trask into giving me the ring, no problem. They don't seem to be... Hi guys.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. He said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
You want your ring as proof, that's all I'm after.
Harlow wants my ring? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. A ring's a lot easier to lose than a hand. How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that can happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you? Wanted to kill you, wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at her.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What's he doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alright.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not gonna kill you, but I am gonna need your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
See ya. Nice. Alright. See? The peaceful option. I'm fully aware that the peaceful option is not always available, okay? I'm not that stupid. But if I can find it, I will goddamn well take it. And that reminds me, I haven't... It's really annoying you can't use this. I am kind of curious, actually. And I may look it up during the break. If the bin is supposed to be your universal storage thing. I don't know. Cellar? Yes, cellar. Zoom. Alright, let's get this evidence, because I get the feeling everybody's about to get very angry at me. Maybe I can get his own people. You see detail how made to a C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services, including the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and some values of all cargo delivered to the board authorities. Huh. I wonder if we can talk to his second in command, who I'm assuming was the guy standing out here. Hello?
Hey, no loitering.
Harlow's being paid off by the board. Do I want to do this?
What? Let me see that. Yeah. I remember that job. Nice and clean. Easy pickings. Mr. Harlow never said we was working for the board. Stands to reason, though.
That's all you have to say? Your boss was taking money from the board. He's a mercenary for the establishment.
Yeah, what's your point? We all gotta play ball with the board, kid. They own this whole damn colony.
Harlow talked about a revolution finding the system. Do you believe any of that?
Mr. Harlow says a lot of things. And as long as I get my share of the plunder, I believe every word he says.
You're a real piece of work. Nice to know Harlow's filling his crew with certified jackasses. I think we've heard enough.
I did wonder if that might actually be his reaction. Which is like, yeah, of course I know. Why wouldn't I know? Hello. It's a very pretty view. Although, watching all these rocks just like float up there, you do kind of have to wonder, oh no, what if one comes, like, you know, crashing down? That wouldn't be very good. Ah, well. Well, that didn't go exactly as I suspected, but let's see how this conversation goes. Because I can't imagine it's going to be any different. Okay.
What's the word?
It's done. Trask is dead.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Trask had some things to say about you, and I've got my own misgivings.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Mm-hmm.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant of the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Hollow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employees?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Heads up!
Woo, okay. Guess we're doing this. Oh, no, that's Felix. I wasn't expecting that to suddenly just kick off, but, eh. That happened. I figured he would just kick us out with the way he was talking. Oh fuck, I'm gonna loot this place. Yeah, thank you. Might as well. Not like anyone could complain at this point. Give me a whole bunch of stuff. I wasn't expecting it to just explode like that. It just sort of, you know, happened that way. Oh well. Not much I could do about it, really. Honestly thought he was just going to tell us to shove off and that'd be it. Wasn't expecting a giant-ass firefight. I mean, I'm not surprised, but like I said, it just sort of happened. Came out of nowhere. Dude was asleep! Or dead, I thought. Oh well. They're all dead now. Everyone's dead now. apparently he's not angry at me. Yep, the robots are not angry. I'm fine with that. I've got the option now, so I'm just going to loot the place, although I don't think there's too much out here. Alright. Let's go, shall we? We'll see how this all ends with Felix.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
What? At random.
Like what I did with the place? This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You never really know what's going on inside someone else's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
I can understand you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you. Money changes people.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
Well, it's not like I pay you. That's overall rated. Fistful of bits can buy you all sorts of things. I think you're better than that.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, boss. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. I don't know what I believe anymore. Maybe it's better that way. Thanks for your time, boss.
Sweet. Oops. Excuse me.
13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
That's a lot of... Oh, I'm right on the cusp of level 26. That's irritating. Ooh. That's nice. Right. Ooh, Harlow's emblem. I'm just looking at the list of rewards I've got. Lost Trust Rings, Harlow's emblem. Oh, so I gained it only to lose it? Wait, what? And no reputational changes. That's interesting. I was expecting the board to like hate me after that. Because, you know, that would just make more sense, I guess. What do I even want with him? I guess you'll do. Don't really matter in the long run. Alright, well we are very, very close to level 26, but I think my next thing is... Yeah, your Byzantium and your Byzantium, so we'll do Radio Free Monarch, which means going back to Phineas's base. But that will wait until I get back from this short break. See you in a sec, guys. And we're back. Okay. So I need to spend a bit of time sorting shit out. Because I've been meaning to do this for a while. Store that, store that, store that, store that. Store a flamethrower. Didn't we have an acid-based flamethrower? Oh, there. Everything else I think can get sold in the next place. I think. Yeah. I don't think there's anything here we're going to want to keep at all, so that's fine. What have we got on the meds? We got Huckleberry Crunch, Dervish Mist, huh? Okay. Dervish missed. Is that it? Nope. One of these ones, I don't know which. That's what it looks like. Oh wait, do I not have... Huh. Oh, so I guess that doesn't matter? Okay, well let's put... Another 20. We don't really... I barely ever fucking use them. It's only when I get into like really big fights, and honestly I feel like my weapons are so powerful at the moment, it's not an issue. Drop that off. There you go. Do these things weigh? No, this stuff has no weight. That's good. I'm glad about that, and that's a bunch of junk. Okay, so next time I hit a point, that'll be fine. Right. Phineas. Long time no talk.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
It's a lovely looking place, isn't it? Okay, get rid of you. Let's put you... No, let's put you in the party for a bit. Comparing our ships. I think my ship looks better. Hey.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
What's so important about these chemicals?
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
And Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
Alright. What do I do?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge.
Uh-huh.
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require.
Noted.
I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Okay. Anything I should know about Carmen?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
I don't know. Let's see what the options are. Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
So you're the captain's mysterious associate. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, they're with me. Didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry.
No, I was being rude. I'm not accustomed to extending hospitality, and I've never had visitors before. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Yeah, sure. Alright, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Anyway, talk to you later. Brace for the level up.
Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Wait for it. There it is. I just saw the EXP pop up on the side and I was like, oh no, there's a level up coming. Brace! Brace! And then it happened. Yeah. Right. Put 1 point into medical just to nip that up to 100. That's good. Another point into hacking and lockpicking to get that to 65. We want persuade up a few more points. That's nice. And then a point to lie and intimidate, just to keep those edging up just a little bit. I mostly want to focus on persuade, but I do want to up lie and intimidate just a little bit. They'll start trailing behind though. And I get a perk. Alright, what do I want? What do I want? Oh, it's like Christmas. Come early. Okay. 10% damage per subsequent hit. Detection radius down. Melee damage returns health. Armor rating is skill bonuses from any armor you wear. More armor might be nice. We can select that as a possible. Fast travel when encumbered. That's never really an option. A problem. Because I just sell shit. Or at the very least I can break it down. So, you know. More walk speed or more run speed. See, those would be quite nice. But they're not like essential. Companion. Movement speed. Reviving companions if I'm like badly hurt and I use a stim. Sorry, an adreno or whatever the hell they're called. See, headshot kills exploding is good, but I don't get headshot kills that often. Yeah, let's up my armor because, well, more armor is always good. Just on basic principle. I mean, I'm barely taking any damage at the moment as it is, but I'm about to go to a new world, so enemies are liable to be, you know, stronger. So that's fine. All right.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
For now.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
What was that conversation
Forgive me,
earlier?
Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
Oh, okay. Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne? I was wondering how he improved your design.
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Interesting. I wonder if we can get a companion quest with her. Right, what's the new place we can go to? I don't know. Is it on Terra 2? Oh! Byzantium is on Terra 2. I didn't know that. Oh, well, okay. Off we go.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Oh no.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
What is it?
It's a parcel, ma'am.
Okay. You sure it's not a package?
This is the Halcyon Parcel Service. We don't deal in packages.
Of course you don't. Send it over.
With alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne.
This is going to be something
An
awful.
HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
Beg pardon? They did what?
They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Okay, thank you. From Gorgon, huh? That's the DLC. I was wondering when that would kick in.
Big surprise.
You alright?
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
Oh?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
You don't strike me as the type who keeps in touch.
Which brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Really? Never would have guessed.
This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me.
Suppose you should reconnect with your parents.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Why would you want me to meet your parents?
Because it would be fun.
Oh dear. Well, okay, Leavenworth, what's this really about?
It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
Gee, thanks. Ellie, I'm flattered, thank you.
Yeah, just don't let it go to your head.
Okay, we'll
Great.
go.
And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'll take care of dressing myself, thank you.
You're the boss. Anything else?
I think you got something to say about Harlow.
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
You sound so excited that was Felix's friend.
Obviously not. And better for Felix to know that now rather than become the next Trask.
Okay. Because Harlow turned out to be good doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
You can't live your life thinking the worst of everybody.
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer.
Have you considered that looking out for others can be in your best interest?
I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work on me.
It's gonna get real lonely looking out for yourself.
There are worse things than a little solitude. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
No, but that's not the point.
You're right. The point is that self-interest is like self-pleasure. No one wants to admit it, but everyone has a hand in it. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Was that a pun? Talking about self-pleasure and having a hand in it? Was that a deliberate pun, or was that just a coincidental part of the writing? Okay. What can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced.
Why'd you leave?
The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
It's called society.
Call it what you want, it sucks. I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
So you had to deal with red tape.
That's no way to live. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Anything I should know?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Oh, it's one of those established dominance things?
What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Weird. Must have been interesting growing up there.
Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there's a butt to the story.
Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
I think I see where this area is going. Alright.
That's what I've been saying.
Alright. Now, I wanted to have a look at... What is this? Mysterious package. Ooh. Oh. Well, that... Not entirely what I expected.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple of cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Well, I've got the soundtrack. Nice of him to share the tip. Money and intrigue, I'm sold.
Captain, The message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
We're going to talk about the severed arm on the kitchen table.
I, for one, was hoping to do the exact opposite of that.
What? Do you want to shake its hand?
Yeah, can we talk about the arm? I want to take bets on how the guy lost it. My money's on cannibals.
That ain't really that fella's arm, right? It's gotta be a dummy. Or a toy?
Well, I'm not cleaning it up.
Cleanup service request processed. Disposal of human arm from the Unreliable's cargo hold will commence in the immediate future.
Simulating disgust. How distasteful. Humans eat there. I'm not touching it. Etc. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Oh, really? I thought he lost his arm gambling.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
He's apparently lost an arm. I mean, I'm assuming that's his arm.
Luck does not exist, Captain. Nevertheless, I am programmed to agree with your assessment. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
That's certainly a way to kick off a DLC, isn't it?
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Sure, I recognize that voice actor. Now, I did notice the little poster when the whole thing kicked off said adventurers for 3 people, level 25 and up. So I thought, oh, it must have triggered because I've got far enough into the game. But no, it's triggered because I've hit level 25. But I don't think I want to start that DLC just yet. I'll probably level myself up a little bit more first. So we're at Byzantium, so let's stick with Byzantium. So yeah, we can go there. How about that button? There we go. So yeah, you got the Perils of Gorgon. So let's go check out Byzantium. I haven't seen this place. It's new. I think Ellie would be great to have on board. And we'll also take Parvati because she's also got a quest here too. So that's good. So it'll be interesting to see what problems this area is going to have. Oh, not exactly what I expected. Oh, okay, that's a bit more like what I expected. Huh. Well, let's have a quick mooch around, see what we can scavenge, if anything. Why is that one not allowed?
Wow,
You got that?
Damn straight. Hello.
You still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
Workbench. So you're the person I need to speak to, huh? Waiting for me. That's nice of you.
Do you mind? I'm needing someone.
Yeah, Phineas sent me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Phoenix.
Yeah, that's my codename for, you know, our mutual friend.
Ooh, what's your code name?
Oh, I'm Golden Eagle.
Do I get a code name?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
I'm Golden Eagle. You can seriously.
It makes sense if you think about it, because I didn't know who you were, and old Earth cuckoos would routinely trick other birds into feeding them.
Okay, just give me the information I came for, please.
Oh, can I be chickens? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep them warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codenames. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Is there a way we can catch him someplace less protected?
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary outdoors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can you get me into his estate?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
So what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
How did you get involved in this?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
When they die off, it's a sign something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
That's not right.
I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect to happen. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
Regular tragedy.
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Hmm.
The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Alright, looks like I got
Good
work
luck.
to do. Alright, so. Alright, let's see Byzantium proper, shall we? Oh, wait, is it all underground? Is it going to be all underground? Is that what we're talking about here? Tyrese, huh? Hello? No one seems to mind me being here in and of itself. Otherwise the thingy would have kicked in. Aww. Visual shield up. Now that's more like it.
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
That's my ship.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders.
Hmm. Yeah, I see what she means.
Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
I don't know, do I?
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. I like where this is going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
What are you offering?
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Oh no.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
This ought to be fun. I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Bet you say that to everyone, don't you? Alright. So where's the big arse locked door? That's owned. That's not. And that's not. That's just junk and trash. Tile. The letter in the mailbox addressed to insurance group. Interesting. I have letterboxes. Radio Sound Club also closed. Get the feeling this is going to be a theme. But like, this place is going to look nice, but in actuality, yeah, it's just a shithole. Sort of nice to visit, awful to stay.
Not super accurate. I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the The idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
PNP pancake mix. Now requires
don't mix it. Seriously, don't mix it.
I do love stuff like that. Okay then, well, we've got a few things we can have a look around at and check out. Put these on the map. You never know. Oh, that reminds me actually. I meant to sell stuff. Sell some junk. And sell all the weapons that I want. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. And sell all of this stuff. Ooh, goggles. Opti goggles. Sneaking. Just sneaking. I don't think there's anything too much in here. Alright. Excellent. Inventory is nice and clear. Always good. So, we're gonna go up there, do we?
Spencer's Choice 2-hour energy room. Watch out for hour 3.
Watch out for hour 3. I like that. That's actually quite funny. Call it 2-hour because you don't want to know about the 3rd hour. Luxury munitions. Fancy. What's this? Grenade launcher. You guys just have this shit out. Hello, what you got?
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
Goody. What do people around here need weapons for?
Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
From what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
Smart man.
One can never be too well armed. Who knows when the hordes may hurl themselves at our gates?
Alright, what have we got? Anything actually worth looking at? Thanks. Extra weak spot damage. What if I want to compare it to one of my ones? Exterminator. So that's, what is that? Level 24. Is that a... I mean, it says long gun, but it doesn't say magazine size 6. Oh, that's probably more of a sniper rifle, isn't it? Exacto. It doesn't say what type of gun it is. Normally it says type of gun at the top, but that's currently taken up by the... Hang on, here we go. Type physical, long gun. It doesn't say what type it is. Weird. Well, thanks anyway. Right, what have we got? We got bunch of random stuff. Up there.
Not a peep for me.
junk scatter I can use. That's what scavenging's about. Well, okay.
You with the hips, over here. Let me take a closer look at you. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
You can tell that by the way I'm standing. Certainly rugged and well-traveled.
Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse.
Oh no.
I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Trying to tell me something. It's like you can read my mind.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Any excuse to remind my looks, huh? Can't blame me.
Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
Okay, well, while I'm thinking about that, and the fact that I'm pretty sure I just sold some of that stuff, but I'm sure I can get it back soon enough. Okay, actually, yeah, where am I supposed to find spacer's gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Good idea, actually. Okay, yeah, my engineer is going on a date and wants an outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing, and copyright. There.
Alright, maybe I can get the price down a bit.
Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
3,000 we can afford.
There are some things I simply cannot skip on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
I'm glad it has a fast time skip.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Alright. Later. Well, that went well. Do I need to talk? Yes, I need to speak to her. Okay.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now.
Oh dear.
You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Look, yeah, no, yeah.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over.
Yay, good for you.
Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you've done.
Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Right. Let's keep wandering, see what else we find. Ooh. Garden Mayfield, huh? Hello.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part Purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that's actually quite a clever name. I wanted to ask some stuff.
Oh, by all means, ask away.
What's it like working in Byzantium? Picked up any interesting
Do
rumors?
you know Celeste Jolliker? I've heard she's working on some spectacular new design.
I think I just met her, didn't I? Okay, fair enough. Nothing too interesting there, I don't think. Nothing there. And here? Ah, just a way out back. Shortcut. Christ, stop beeping like that. Jeez Louise.
Hey! Stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Calm down. I didn't know I was talking to such a big shot.
Yep, you're looking at the Minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Ooh. Anything you tell me about it?
Oh, he's medium height with like medium colored hair and like kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
Oh, really? How descriptive. You haven't met him, have you?
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started.
What's so important about guarding Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
A key, you say?
That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all so very high level.
How about another drink to celebrate that promotion?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
And it's your last day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
One second. Let me get a Spectrum vodka, please. Hello.
What can I do for you?
Drink.
Then you'll want to speak with our auto mechanical.
Oh. What, you're not the bartender?
Not so, but I would never lower myself to do something as...
Right, okay, so I need to talk to the robot.
Please allow me to improve your...
Okay. What was it? Spectrum vodka? There. Oh, I don't want 10, I just want 1, thanks. Oh, hello.
Hey, you look...
Here you go.
Cheers to me. Hey, you were really great. Have I told
Just
you
need that fucking key off him.
We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Really? You know what? Screw it. I can sell the ones I don't use.
Hey, you look familiar. It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? Like a Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Yeah, let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. My liver would be sick.
Off you go. I kind of figured he'd run, but okay.
I just need to sit down.
Did he just die? Oh my god, I think I killed him. That was not part of my plan. I wanted to knock him unconscious. Oops. Well. Right. Well. Yes, that didn't go exactly as I planned. You know, whoops. Whoops-a-daisy, I guess. Anyway, we are pretty much done for today. Unfortunately, it's just gone 6 o'clock, so time to stop. But yeah, so this is Byzantium. It's a whole new world, or at least it's the same world, but it's a whole new area of it. Let's stare at the art. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.